The world of Necroth-9, a once prosperous world with one single mega city, has fallen into political rebellion against itself, and in the process of this instability, someone decides to unleash a biological viral weapon against the populace, leading to about 89% of the world's populace becoming flesh-eating zombies. And this is the world that the jailhouse freight ship has crashed on. And I think this is where the story starts. I'm still not entirely sure what this is. If it's going to be like interactive. We've already done a few community tabs with like interactive stuff. I still need to work on the recent interaction. So I'll work into more plot stuff as we go, or I might halt it and write it and construct a story out of it. But so far, this is a cool thing I would like to work on. Maybe make it a pen and paper game. I don't know what this is yet exactly, so you have to bear with me. So that was just the intro. Yeah, I used Grok, which is a fantastic tool. Yeah, I know it's AI slop. Don't at me. You know, when you're limited with me with resources and talent, all right. But I thought it was cool, and it helps me visualize the idea of the world of Necroth-9, right? This dark purple atmosphere. I don't know how I'm going to explain that yet, but it's like a little bit dark, maybe near a new or dying star to where the light isn't as much, which adds to probably the mystique and like horrifying element of this world. But overall, I don't even have a name for this yet. I did this story, but that's how I'm gonna start. And if you guys want to also get involved, there's a link for Discord down below. If you want to introduce characters or character ideas, I think what I'm going to do is with the crew of the Jailhouse Freight. I think there's like 11. There's 11 people in the crew, 5 guards and captain, navigator, and medic. And I think there's a few more engineer. I think I'm gonna make it a revenge tale off those guys, and somehow make them like just oppressive guys that mistreated the crew, the prison staff, or something like that, or maybe just make them corrupt bastards that set up a whole bunch of innocent people. You, the character or players, and you were set up for this sting, and then they arrested you, and now they're taking you somewhere else, and it happens to crash on a zombie infested world. And what would be cool to do with this is not make it like every other zombie show like Walking Dead, where it's all dire all the time, where it's like every episode feels like it's just getting worse and worse and more depressive. So later I'll develop this into maybe the crew of the Jailhouse Freight eventually build bonds, and they succeed. They find parts to repair the Jailhouse Freight, and they escape or something. I don't want to spoil it, but I just want to have it be gradually hopeful. Each or every so other chapter, it gets more and more hopeful, because I think that's what's missing in some of the media today, where it's just so dire, so dark. Same thing with like the Game of Thrones, right? Where it's just evil assholes everywhere. There's not anyone that's a decent human being. Um, so that's my idea for this. It's just a little thing that's in the like pre beta phase. I might do more with this. I might reveal like develop more detail about Necroth-9 and the essential Civil War, like a prequel to this. That would be cool. So that's what I plan to develop this into. I think I might be leaning more towards a story with input from you guys, the community of this channel, to make it real interesting, cool. And that's really what, if I could change what this channel will be changing into, is a more creative story stuff. Because I like writing slop, uh, sci-fi and stuff, and I think it would be just cool if we had a community of people creating stories or characters and stuff. That's what um, what I think would be really cool. And that's what I'm doing with this Necroth-9 thing. Let me check to make sure I'm actually getting my own lore right. Yeah, Necroth-9. Um, and we'll see where it goes from there. And I'll probably be doing more stuff, content on Patreon as far as writing related and story stuff. So look out for that. And that's pretty much it. And that's what I've been kind of doing recently, and well, I'll probably be doing with this channel in the future, just doing more cool story interactive stuff. That would be just fucking awesome. And it's just I have this dream of creating like a group of writers where we just come up and create cool shit and maybe try and sell ideas or stories or ebooks and shit. Like I think that'd be cool. And yeah, I just the whole creation process is fun. Fiction is fun. And been listening to Audible, been listening to Deathstalker series. Of course, you have the Joe Ledger series by Jonathan Mayberry, right? And it's just cool stuff. And that's what I kind of want to start doing more of. So that's what this is about. Hopefully, you enjoyed this little lore and idea video that I'm going with this. And I just fucking think it would be cool. So again, there's a Discord in the description down below. I'd love to have more um just creative minds or writers, or even if you want to push ebooks or stuff, let me know. Because I also like to support, indie writers and stuff like that. That'd be freaking awesome. And that's really what I want to do. Uh, it would just be a cool, fun thing. Even if there isn't any decent money in it, uh, half of the idea of creating is just to deal with real world stuff and to kind of escape and have fun. Really, I think it's better than video games and movies. Yeah, I know it's helped me quite a bit. So, with that, I'll end this video here. Hopefully, you found this interesting, entertaining, and let me know. And of course, there's a link in the description down below. And of course, if you want to check out other stuff, there's a Patreon page, there's a Cash App if you're inspired to do so. It's not necessary, but thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a good one. God bless, and I'll see you around.